on dreams, shattered screens where the signal go. We're out here, shadows screaming in the afterglow. Do you feel it in your bones? A pulse of fire in the unknown. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show, where the wires spark, where the wild winds blow. No rules, no change, just the overflow. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show. Broken records, spinning truths that never mend. Faded voices, ghostly echoes we pretend. A world in pieces, but we refuse to bend. Do you hear it in the night? A scream, a cry, burning bright. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show, where the wires spark, where the wild winds blow. No rules, no change, just the overflow. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show, where the wires spark, where the wild winds blow. No rules, no change, just the overflow. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show.
Welcome to the Gen X Unchained Show.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm Dave. I'm the host. That's Smoking the Bowl. This is Gen X Unchained. What is up, dude?
Oh, not much. I'm the co-host.
Yeah, you're the co-host.
It
I'm
says
host.
co-host.
I know.
I like how they integrated that.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, they're doing a lot of different things on here. What's up, 2-4?
What's up, 2-4?
What's good, bud? Would you stop smoking?
Nope.
What up, Beth? But anyway, hey, so check this out, dude. I want to talk about a little thing called returning the favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And loyalty. So
And loyalty.
yeah, I don't you were in the chats last night on Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole, weren't you?
For a little bit, yeah.
Did
Not
you hear,
long.
was you there at the end?
I think I was there at the end.
Did you hear
Not at
John?
the very end, but
Did you hear what John said?
about what?
That he may be shutting down Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole.
No.
Yeah.
No, I missed that.
Yep.
That's a shame. Why?
Because they hit a stagnant part, which they got 185 subscribers, and they just went stale. You know what I'm saying? No new subscribers and stuff. And so I reached out to John last night after the show and sent him a text message and told him to give me the days and hours of the Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole program, the times they go live. And he sent it to me, and I told him I was going to make some shorts. So this week I'm going to be making some shorts to try to promote his channel, to try to help it grow a little bit, returning the favor and loyalty. They helped us. John
Yeah.
helped us a lot. Ray helped us. Coy. They all three of them helped us. You two, four, Lolly. You guys don't even understand how much you guys mean to us. Frog, everybody. Sick bastard, all them guys. You guys just don't understand how much you guys have helped us out just by subscribing alone.
Yeah, just by supporting us. I mean,
Right.
y'all helped out a lot.
So I'm returning the favor. And I went on and I created Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole, a new song. I sent it to John, waiting to hear back from him. I even created him a few new pics, some pictures for the show, which it's up to him if they use them or not, man. I think they're pretty cool. One of them is 3 rabbits dressed up as bikers on a dirt road on a motorcycles in the middle of the desert, right? With a neon billboard sign in the back behind them as they're cruising down the street. It says Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole, and there's a rabbit in the middle of a hole on the billboard with a shovel. One of them is 3 rabbits dressed up as bikers on a dirt road. Yeah. Oh, that's
I
2 seconds late.
You're not doing that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it does rock. I would hate to see it go to the reason why I'm trying so hard to, I'm going to try really hard over the next few weeks to try to push these numbers up and stuff like that. But, even if I get a few new subs for them, I'll be happy with that. I mean, I just don't want to see him quit or shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Getting to 185 is hard.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't even.
We're at 99 or 98. We ain't even broke 100 yet.
Right. That's what I thought.
Me and you've been doing this for 2 years, and we're just now, getting to 100. I mean, like, I would hate to see him throw it away.
Yeah, that, man.
I mean, I get why he wants to. His Retired Writer channel is doing really well, and it's really growing fast and rapidly. And I get that. But I think
so. He has another channel?
Yeah, he has another channel called Retired Writer.
Okay.
And if that was me, not to say that he probably hasn't thought of this, but if it was me, you know what I'm saying, and I was in John's shoes, if my one channel, Retired Writer, is growing rapidly at a fast pace, I understand what the channel is about. I love the channel. I watch it. I thumbs up all his shorts. I sometimes use messages, but when I come across them, I definitely hit the thumbs up. I give him a like, and
me too.
I love his every single short he has ever made. It's all got thumbs up, dude. I'm starting to come across shorts that have already thumbs up. So I mean, I try to constantly leave messages for him, thumbs up their videos, Ray's Moto Life. I try to thumb up his stuff, anytime I come across it. Mythic, Frog, anybody who's got shorts that comes across my table, I try to give them thumbs up, man.
Oh yeah, me too.
So hello, Mythic Rider. How you doing? I try to give them all thumbs up every time I come across the video. Like I saw Frog the other night. He was outside working on his 883 Sportster. I watched that for a little bit, and said hello. I try to support everybody as much as I can. I do not want to see Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole go away.
No,
but that was me,
man.
In between doing shorts for Retired Writer, I would try to, on the Retired Writer channel, I would try to sponsor or advertise my Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole channel.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
You know,
I mean, I don't know how many people I've told to come here and listen to our bull crap that we spew.
yeah, I mean, I appreciate everything from everybody that likes, that subscribes, your guys' input, the help with the channel. You know, I appreciate it. So this week I'm creating all new shorts. Um, we're not going anyway. We're not going away. LOL. She says. She's dog said on that. What's up, Frog?
What's up,
Hey,
bro?
bud. But yeah, I mean, on a serious note, I do not want it to go bye bye. So this week I'm creating shorts based all on and around Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm gonna be posting those all week long. I'm gonna try to do a bunch of other stuff, you know, to try to help. So today we're just gonna sit here and um, talk about John Ray and Coy for a little bit. The show is really good. Lolly's always on there. Lolly, you guys, man, you guys make that show. I mean, for real, all three of you guys.
Yeah, all three of y'all put together
Coy
is
too.
amazing.
All,
Coy too, yeah.
Coy, you know what I'm saying? All four of you guys make that show, and I get appreciative every time I'm a guest. You know what I'm saying? And I love hearing the thoughts and the different opinions of the conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's not always conspiracies, and it's not always about politics. It's not always about this and that and the other thing.
Right.
It's about everything.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about everything, and that's what I like about the show. You know.
And
So
I know I mess with my microphone a lot.
I don't want to see it go
Well,
anywhere.
I love reading the chat and responding anyway. So I mean, that's
Yeah, and the chat. Yeah, exactly. You know, that we try to do the same thing too, and that's what makes it great. And it makes it really good. Um, I was giving Ray a hard time last night. He was like, "How we know they're called dinosaurs?" I was like, "Well, how do we know socks are called socks? We don't know. It's just what it is."
it's been that way for years.
How do we know socks ain't really gloves and gloves are socks? You know, I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I love messing with Ray. That's really awesome. You know, but yeah, I mean, I hate to see that go bye bye. I would hate to see that just up and disappear, man. You know, I have renewed myself in this podcast because of that show. You know, because of the advice I got from everybody, because of the 1 hour long conversation on the phone that I had with John, the online video that me and him did, talking back and forth, going through ideas and stuff, how to revamp my show, and make our show a little bit better, so I mean,
it has grown. It has grown.
Right. It has grown. It has
grown. Don't know why, but it has grown.
We went stale for a little bit because we haven't been doing our lives like we normally do when I'm at work and stuff. I've been very busy. I got a lot of personal stuff going on. Nothing that's that I could sit there and say, hey, it's major personal. It's not. It's just I'm doing some things, getting prepared because I'm in training to take over as manager at the store I'm at, and I'm preparing myself to try to move out of Illinois to Missouri in about 7 months. That's my plan anyway. And I've been going through a lot of stuff and talking with my wife. My 30th wedding anniversary is coming up this Friday. So I took that night off. I used PTO hours so I could take that time off. and I'll be going to. I might, and this is a big might. I might.
It is. I agree.
I might be going to Oklahoma here in November,
Really?
4 or 5 days.
You go see your daughter and grandkids?
Well, if in 3 weeks they'll find out for sure, but if her fiance's boss pays for an all-round trip, exclusive Cancun cruise vacation, thank you, Frog. Thanks, Lolly.
Holy
Appreciate it.
crap.
Hey, thanks, man. If the boss pays for a cruise for them to go to Cancun,
What's up, John?
What's up, John? What's up, buddy? Then I'll be going there watching my grandbabies for about 4 days. So that's what's going to happen. Which I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's amazing.
I've been to Mexico. I've done all that stuff when I was a kid. My daughter has not. You know, so let her go. You know,
Right.
if they get to go, nothing's confirmed yet. It'll be about 3 weeks before we find out.
Right.
So
That's awesome, though.
and there's been some hiccups in production of the books. So as soon as I get the books, we will be doing a giveaway. It's been on hold for a couple of more weeks. So it ain't a big deal.
Trying to get that
But we
check
are gonna get those books. It's just gonna be another 3, maybe 4 weeks before they show up.
They still trying to get that chapter in that they're missing.
Oh, it ain't the chapter. It's just the print press went down. So,
crap.
Yeah, John, we were just talking a little bit about you, man, and Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole. I just want to sit there and say I really do appreciate you and everybody from that channel. You helped me grow, man, and it's not a big deal for me to do what I did and email you that. I hope you like those pictures, man. I think they're kind of funny. And I hope you like the song. But yeah, I mean, I really hate to see Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to see Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole go.
When I can, to create a bunch of shorts to try to help you grow that channel. And I know you hit stagnant. You're at 185, and I understand that. And I think you need to revert back to the same advice you gave me. Don't give up. Sometimes you just need to change things a little bit, do something a little different, and try to bring in new. You know what I'm saying? So I love the show. If it wasn't for your guys', if it wasn't for your show, man, I wouldn't got the the knowledge I needed to change my show and do better. So I want to let you know. Hey, man. Hey, not a problem, dude. I'm glad you love them, dude. I'm glad you love them. I think my favorite one out of all of them is the nighttime ride through the desert with the neon billboard that says "Down Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole," with the rabbit in the hole with a shovel and 3 rabbits on motorcycles cruising down the. I love that picture. That's my favorite, I think, out of the 3 that I sent you. Anytime, man. And I definitely yes. Everyone and anyone look it up. Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole. Like and subscribe, man. Show them guys some support. Let's get it done.
I don't know how many views we get on our videos or nothing, but I mean,
I've been a little lazy. I've been so busy. I don't think I downloaded and uploaded the last show. I think I'm going to have to do that, but I will do this one tomorrow. So that's for sure. After work, I'll get it done after work. But anywho, so I guess they let those sons of bitches off on out on Bond in Cincinnati, and
Yes,
now
yes, they did.
people now who is it? The mayor and somebody, a pastor and the mayor or something like that wants criminal charges brought against the victims. They wants
I
the
didn't
victims.
hear that.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, for what?
Well, they
For what?
said that it wasn't a jump, it was a fight. How did that look like a fight?
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
That's what I like to hear, my man. That's what I want to hear, dude. Hell yeah. I'm loving it. But yeah, it was a fight. Hey,
I don't think it was
how
a
it
fight.
started. I don't care how it started. I don't care how it was started. All I care about is the fact that you want the victims who are obviously on the losing end. And I'm not, and I don't know what happened between the old white guy and what started the brawl and the one female, but that other female that had nothing to do with the initial fight, who got hit for no reason for trying to help somebody. That's the true victim.
Right.
Okay? A
Well,
fight, is a
well,
fight.
well, listen, well, the person that got hit that didn't have anything to do with it was pulling people off because off one of the people that was getting beat.
Okay, so they had no right to lay their hands on her, though.
No.
They could have killed her
Yes.
if her head would have hit
Did
that
you not
concrete.
see the
If her head would have
aftermath of
hit
it?
that concrete, if the back of her head would have hit that concrete any harder than what it did, other than knock her out and give her a concussion, it would have killed her.
Dude, she wasn't wearing no makeup and she looked like Mimi off the Jim Carrey show.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly.
At
Exactly.
the cop shop taking pictures, she looked like Mimi off Jim Carrey show, and she wasn't wearing no makeup because done been beat off of her.
Yeah, if it was reversed, you're right. It would be. It would be riots in the streets.
Yep.
Hey,
Because the ones that got beat were white, and the
Just-
ones beaten up were black.
just to take a little pause from this, ladies and gentlemen, up in the corner of the chat box, there is a pinned message. If anybody wants to join the live, just click on that pinned message and click on that link. You could join us. We got plenty of room. You guys are more than welcome. It's open mic night. Let's get it on. Also, on a side note, I'm starting up 3D printing again. So if anybody wants anything 3D printed, let me know. There will be a 50% upfront fee for production cost, but we could get it on. We get this 3D printing going. Other than that, yeah, it was a fight, and then the girl got knocked out. So yes, they should be in jail. But here's the problem: some of them got out on bond. And a pastor and a mayor is calling for the victims to be arrested and put in jail. There's a lot of depending on the unit, the 3D printer unit that you have there, Lolly. There's YouTube videos to show you how to perfectly level the bed so you don't blow out a needle, your extruder head. so you don't blow that extruder copper head out or the steel head out. And once you learn how to level it perfectly to where it'll print good, then the rest is simple. It's just feed the plastic and put in a program and walk away. Um, it's that simple. I make it sound simple. It took me a while. Took me a few tries to get it, but once I got it and learned how to do it, yep. Some of them had warrants and were already on bond. Yes, some of them were already on bond and being held. I just don't think that.
I don't get how they were on bond and they let them go on another bond. Are they illegal or something?
No, some of the ones that were on bond already are still locked up. They broke the bond by getting in trouble again. Okay, if they did get bonded out, I'll be surprised. If there was even you had to go find the most corrupt judge in the whole system to let them out on bond again.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be hard to do in a Democrat city. Point blank.
And well, Cincinnati is.
Illinois tops number one and ranked. Illinois is ranked number one for most people using their car to go through buildings.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No joke.
Did you hear about the 3 up north?
Uh-uh.
Oh my God.
No, I've been trying to stay away from.
A car went through Panera Bread. Yeah, that's your leveling. So what you want to do is, and I'm going to teach you real quick, Lolly. So what you do is when you go in and turn your printer on, okay, and you go into leveling, you could self level before you do the automated leveling. Okay. Now, when you do the self level, you take a piece of paper, just a piece of paper, put it on the bed of the 3D printer, and use the arrow up and down arrows to lower that nozzle. Get that nozzle down just enough to where you could take your hand and pull the paper out, but you can't push it back in. If you could pull the paper out and not push it back in, it's level perfect. Here's another thing. If your 3D printer has adjusting print bed, which has 4 knobs on the bottom to adjust it, bring that all the way flat. Just tighten it all the way down flat and then do your level. And then once you get your bed flat, because if you don't, you have to mess with it about every 3 prints. You have to do a re-level, and it's annoying. So what I did with mine is I took those things and I dropped the bed completely as low as it'll go, flat, and just gave it a little snug tight so it'll stay there. Then I put a piece of paper on my bed, brought the nozzle down to where I could pull the paper out but not push it back in. If I can't push it through or push it back in, period, once I start pulling it out, it's leveled perfect. Then you do automated level. Once you do the automated level, and that is where the nozzle will go down and touch certain points of the bed back and forth for like anywhere from 35 to 100 times. Once that's done, go back into leveling, put that piece of paper in there, and then see if you can still do it. If you could pull the paper out and push it back in, just use the arrow down to bring that nozzle down just enough to where you can pull the paper out and not push it back in. Click the little save thing on the top of the keypad. Boom, you can start printing. All judges are corrupt.
Yes, I believe. Well, I can't say all of them because you can't. painting with a broad brush is dangerous.
Yep. Well,
I
not
can't
really.
say all of them.
I'm going to sit here and say, this. I will agree that 80% of the judges are probably corrupt. There's 20% common sense judges that are out there. Not a problem, Lolly. I'm just saying, you need any help, you reach out to me anytime, and just say, hey, uh, but if your 3D printer is anything
From
like,
a dollar on his Cash App for help.
yeah, right. No, so I do believe 20% of judges are common sense judges that no matter what side of
Well,
the
you
aisle, follow
don't
the
have
law.
your email down there. That's why I said that.
Oh, well, here we go. I'm going to fix that real quick. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, write down his email and get a hold of him whenever you need help, and he'll more than happy to help you, guaranteed.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nothing for me to help at all. Um,
Especially in video, like if he can actually see what's going on.
yeah, like
That's
even
helping a
if we
lot.
have to get on like Restream here and I send you an invite to come join me and we have a private chat online and I turn my camera to my 3D printer and give you hands-on showing, I will show you hands-on, exactly how to do it. That's not a problem. I don't have an issue with that. But back to the judges. No, not a problem. No, not a problem. And once you learn how to do it once or twice and you do it on your own successfully once or twice, it's unlimited what you can do with that thing. I love my 3D printer. Um, but most of the judges are corrupt. They're either bought, paid for one way form,
I would say a bunch of them,
cookie
like
jar one way or
over
form.
half,
Yeah,
like you said, 80% more than likely.
is corrupt in one way, shape, or form. So um, that's neither here. That's just how it is, and we've known this for a long time. You know,
Yeah, yeah, we've known that they were taking sides. I guess
long time
we can
ago,
say
back in
long
Obama time.
time ago. So
Look, this is what it is. This is why I want to get to Oklahoma so bad. I ain't got to worry about this shit. You know what I mean?
mm,
I don't have to worry about it. I mean, sure, there's been some small protests here and there in Tulsa and OKC over some dumb shit, but it never got as bad as LA or San Diego,
well, the only place here in Illinois that's really that bad is Chicago
Chicago,
and the suburbs
Louis,
of Chicago.
East St. Louis. I mean,
Well, East St. Louis has always been bad.
yeah, when you got a
Always
fucking,
been.
well, yeah, that's because Dick Durbin ran it for how many years? 30?
A long time. Unfortunately, yeah. And there's not enough
Yeah,
truthful, independent, free thinking people to cover all them jobs.
Well, this is what it
That's
is.
my
Okay, so Cincinnati.
that's my
Oh,
thought process there.
this is another reason why that happened in Cincinnati. This is what they get, a little thing called defunding police. They're down 200, 250 officers. Well, if you weren't down 200 and 250 officers because of your woke policies and your woke agendas and DEI bullshit.
Did you see the people
Cut to the
behind
party.
him whenever he gave the speech? It
Do
was
what?
all DEI.
Yeah, it was all DEI.
Like behind him.
Ray,
Showed.
man, Ray.
What's up, Ray?
What's up, man?
So the video showed whenever I don't know who it was speaking. They called it a fight. I think it was the mayor. But behind him, there was no white people.
I put the link in the chat, guys, if anybody wants to join. Just throwing that out there.
There was no white people in that video. While he was speaking, behind him that was the important people in his cabinet.
Right. My thing is, look, you defund police officers like you did in Chicago, down like same amount, I think 250, 300, maybe a little more in Chicago. You're down 200, 250 in Cincinnati. Look in New York City, how many officers they're down. You look in LA, San Diego, all across the whole state of California, how many officers. This is because we need to defund the police and let people be homeless and live on the streets. Here, San Francisco released a new downloadable app so you can know exactly where not to walk because it shows you every spot there's a shit pile. Like,
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, it shows the streets that have crap all over them.
Yeah. San Francisco.
Yep. And that used to be a beautiful state, beautiful city to go to.
Used to be.
Used to be.
Used to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. The scenery in California is beautiful. There's a lot of nice things there to see, but it's too damn expensive to live there. And they let some fucknut 20-year-old out of Silicon Valley run the fucking place. Okay. So, I mean,
And for how long has he ran it?
I'm just saying, when I say that, I'm talking about every ass jackass in Silicon Valley is what makes the ticker go in fucking California. Sorry for my language. Thank God this is adults only podcast.
And that's why we don't have many viewers, because it's not kids.
No, what it is for me is this right here. This is what happens. And I told everybody when they started talking about defunding police, I told everybody, I was like, you're going to see certain cities across the whole country where they're going to lose anywhere from 150 to 400 police.
Yep.
State, city, county, which you're going to triple, quadruple the numbers that way. And you're going to have lawlessness in the streets. You're going to have cities burning down. And I called this shit when they started doing this shit, when they started talking about defunding police.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I used to be one of the people that said defund the police. Maybe we'll get less corrupt policing. No. I have changed 180. That's not it. We don't need to defund the police. We need the police.
If you ask me, I'm shoot me in the foot if you want. But if you ask me, if I am worried about one bad police officer that may or may not do something wrong while on the job or even off the job, while on or off the clock, if I'm worried about that person over
Trying to figure your
Ray, what's
restream
up,
out.
bud? Hey, I
What
got
up?
you, buddy.
Trying to figure your restream out. Well, it was trying to access my laptop camera, and I don't use that. I use another camera. So.
I don't think it's using your.
Mike either. Yeah, there's options down
Hello?
there.
Hello?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
Hello?
Yep, you're good.
It's
Yeah, it's using.
your
I just had it
computer
turned down in
microphone.
case it come through loud on you.
Right. No, you're
Oh.
fine.
Come on, big boy. You challenged me. I'm on.
I challenged you.
He knows who he's talking about. Not
Welcome.
you.
Oh,
Somebody else. I'm on here.
okay. Anywho, like I said,
No, I'm joking.
anyway,
Fuck.
you're gonna get if you ask me one bad cop over defunding police, I'll take the one bad cop.
You know what's worse than a bad cop?
What's that?
A good cop watching a bad cop not speaking up.
Yes,
Right.
Eventually will. He
Exactly.
eventually will do the same things that the bad cop does eventually.
exactly.
Yeah.
If he sits and
And-
just watches it happen and never speaks up.
Yeah.
And I think that cannot happen. That shouldn't happen.
Well, no, but you know,
If you're a good cop, then be a good cop.
do you know how many cops are in New York City and Los Angeles alone? I mean, thousands.
No, I don't know.
They're the biggest. They're the biggest cities where the biggest police departments are. You
I
think,
think-
every one of those people are honest and good people? Shit.
Yeah, I think before the fund the police thing started happening, New York had around 3,800 cops.
I'm pro cop, man. I just ain't like pro friends with them or talking to them. But you know,
Right.
I'm for, you know, we need law and order. You know,
Right.
you know that's the truth.
And we can't be having what Newsom allowed to happen and Karen Bass allowed to happen in Los
Yeah.
Angeles. They're freaking illegal.
And I mean, I just watched a video on
Yep.
YouTube about 5 days ago. A black kid was sitting there talking down to two cops, telling them to get down on their knees and do what they do best, and this, that, and the, man, what? Good thing I'm not a cop.
Yeah, there's reasons why I didn't pick up law enforcement to be a career.
Right? That done.
'Cause
That
I-
dude would have been.
You know
done
what,
my
Jasmine?
job
You know who
would've been
Jasmine
bad.
Crockett is?
Yes,
Jasmine
we know who Jasmine Crockett is.
Okay. You know what she said when she called to defund the police?
Huh.
She said, they asked her, well, what do you expect it to look like? She said, I expect it to look like every white neighborhood, suburban neighborhood. Like, you know, defund the police and we don't need police and we in America will look like, because she kept saying,
Who makes
the
up
more the
fucking
police we get, the
population in
more
prison?
the more police we get, the more people get arrested and abused. And I'm like, no, if you got rid of the police, we wouldn't have white suburban neighborhoods anymore. We would have, you know, the ghetto because they would trash it everywhere.
Yeah.
What's up,
And-
buddy?
What's up?
And that's
What's
the
up,
thing.
Ian?
The last census that took place, 13% of the population is black. 13%. And if you guys want to know why 13%, I'm going to tell you why,
No,
especially the
no.
population
Who
out there.
makes up the
Hold on.
population in prison?
Hold on. No, forget prison. Let's talk about period. When they took the census, 13% of America is made up of black population. Why do you think that is? Well, people of the black community, I'm about to tell you why. Is because you listen to the government about, hey, we'll take care of you. We're here to help. 2, kick the man out of the house. You don't need him. 3, abortion. You know what abortion? You know who Margaret Sanger is? Margaret Sanger is the creator of Planned Parenthood. You know what she said on national television? And you can look this up on YouTube. She said, we created Planned Parenthood to get rid of the American weed, the human weed. You want to know who they were talking about? Black folks. And guess what? Margaret Sanger's a Democrat. Who does Planned Parenthood donate to? Democrats.
Wasn't she?
Right.
And she was white.
Yep.
But I have to say this too. It's not just the black people, because I have no issue with black people. I have black people in my family. The thing is, there's white people that is sorry as well shit too. You know, there's some white people that welfare living, and there's nothing. If you need help, fine, get you help. But when it's generational and you're teaching, and you know, and it's you're already got grandkids and great grandkids, and you're teaching them to live off the system. That's generational. You know what I mean? That's, and I've heard so many times, you know, how can they change their cultural? How can they can't if they keep doing what they're doing? You know, there's nothing they can do to change it.
Before we get any further, ladies and gentlemen, again, I am Dave, the host that's Smoking the Bull, my co-host, and we just had two guests join us, Ray from Ray's Moto Life and John from Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole and Retired Rider. Welcome to the show, guys. Glad you can
What's
make
up,
it.
2-4? Yeah, we just decided to jump on. Yeah.
All right, Frog, that's what's up, bud. Work on that motorcycle, bud.
I'm listening, but I'm working on Lolly's motorcycle. Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't even see that comment.
But you know, going off of that, it's just that
Your Frog said hey to you too, Ray.
I see comments, but I don't see any from Frog. I just see the last one I see is 2-4. Unless you're way to compare.
Yeah, I don't.
Or is it going the opposite way?
It's going the opposite way.
So
what's going on, John?
Oh, okay. So it goes up. Okay,
Yeah.
this restream's different. Okay, I thought it went like down.
Ray's lost. He's lost.
I'm used to it going, going up, and now it's going down. Okay.
Yeah, this one's different, backwards
Yeah.
from what
StreamYard.
you guys use.
It
Yeah,
don't seem much different. You know.
no, it ain't much different, John. So you love those pictures, bud? I thought
I thought they were awesome, man. I appreciate that. That song's awesome too. I might have
Listen,
to use a little.
we don't want to hear y'all's personal nudity pictures to each other, okay? Because I ain't seen them, so it's got to be personal nudity. We don't care about y'all's, love affair. We want to hear that.
John hasn't sent them out to you yet.
Ain't that right, Moken? We don't want to see those.
I don't have your email, Ray. If I did, I'd send you some.
You got a pen? It's like something Ray Brandon 033 at gmail.com.
He don't even know his own email.
Down at the bottom of the screen, it should say private chat. You can throw it in private chat.
Okay. It should be on my channel and my information.
But yeah, so everybody listen, Retired Rider, it's a fast growing channel. John's the man. Down the rabbit hole, these two guys, Ray, Coy, Lolly's always on there.
I don't know about the man.
Check out Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole. And also Ray's Moto Life. Check it out.
There's a channel. Yeah. That's
that channel is huge. So check it out. And show them some love, guys. For real. Show them some love. Yeah, like I said, thanks, Ray. I'm going to make some shorts, man. I'm gonna try to push to help channel grow, man.
I appreciate that.
There helped us so much, man. And your guys' show inspired me to really dig deep and
appreciate that. Even though we're just a couple of cut ups, you know what I mean? We're nothing. Or I'm not. I swear I'm not. John, I shouldn't speak for John. I'm just I just talk, man. I half bullshit and half true. Or my
That's why
opinion,
you're on
you know
the
what I mean?
show, because you could talk. If you couldn't talk, you wouldn't be on the show.
right. So inspiration comes in a lot of weird ways, man. And when I first came across your guys' channel, and I was watching your guys' intro and stuff like that, I was like, it inspired me to start making some changes myself. And after that talk with you, John, and going over some things, and I really made the plunge. And wow, I'm not even at 100 yet, but I'm very close. I'm like 2 away, maybe 3 away. But
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
fine with
The
that.
other night I thought you were like 80 something, so you've gained good then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, with that being said, man, I'm gonna return the favor and do as much as I can. That's why I sent you that, and Ray, I'll send you what I sent him.
Exactly, Lolly. The trick is making me stop.
But we appreciate. I really appreciate you, Gen X, Dave. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it.
man.
I mean, we'll
And not
keep it
a problem.
going. I'm going to keep it going. Keep it rocking and keep it rolling and see where it goes. That's all we can do, right? Just
Yeah,
I mean,
put it out there and see what happens.
and you can't get discouraged at just plateauing, because all you got to do is find another place to share it out, and you'll get new people.
Well,
Yeah.
it ain't just that. It's a lot of difficulty when you're fighting the system. You know what I mean? When you're fighting the algorithms and stuff like that, because it don't take but one video, one short, one talking point, and they will slow you down quicker than anything. Quicker than anything.
I've seen a lot of creators talk about that, and
It's
Yeah.
true.
talk about the analytics or something, whatever, where it shows the graph, and
Yeah.
it just flattens out, and nobody's subscribing, nobody's, and then I've heard about people or the YouTube unsubscribing people
Yep.
from
Yeah,
your
that
channel,
happens.
and it's happened to me. So
It happens.
you never know
Yeah.
what YouTube's gonna do.
Well, I can
Yeah,
tell you
it
what I've done. Even Facebook and Instagram does it. My Facebook, I never thought I would even have followers. I had 500-600 friends, people I knew personally and stuff like that. And then I thought I'll give it a chance. So I started posting over there. Well, I went from 500 friends and turned the professional dashboard on and started getting the followers. And I started posting videos. And then next thing I know, I'm 2,000 followers, 3,000, 4,000. Well, I'm still gaining decent. I'm over 12,000 right now, but every one of my videos was getting 5,000 starting out, 20,000. I've got 80,000, 200,000, 1.5 million. Then the last 4 or 5 videos, I'm like, I ain't
Are
even
you
broke.
bragging or what? I mean,
No,
are you
no.
bragging?
I'm trying to explain what
Are you
YouTube.
bragging, man? Come on.
I'm explaining what
you.
YouTube. No, I'm explaining what YouTube does
I'm
too.
just messing with you, Ray.
The last 4 or 5
Calm
videos
down.
ain't even got
Calm
over 500 views. Now my subscribers are still going up decent, and I went back and looked at the video that I dropped, and it was really controversial. You know what I mean? And it wasn't cussing, but it was really controversial. And I guess they shadow banned me, or the algorithms caught it, because when I did the last 5 videos I've made, not a one of them has got over 500 views. And all the ones before that was getting big time views. And
Yeah.
I thought, this is crazy, So yes, they will hit you and they'll catch you.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't think ours is
Why
hit.
am I?
I don't think ours has got. I don't know. Did it fix?
I don't have anything open.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't hear you echoing on our side.
Okay.
I don't think ours has got hit yet, because it's like every other short, mine breaks 600-700. Now that's not to say that all of them do that. There's some of them that haven't done that, but there is a couple of them that I got lately that have broken 500. So I don't know. I've been tinkering around, like you said, Ray, about the hashtags and stuff. I've been tinkering around with the hashtags, and I found out when I'm putting hashtags on my phone to a short, it will show me if that hashtag actually exists and how many millions of videos
Mm-hmm.
are already created. Now,
But
if I see
that's
one,
in that system,
right. So if I see one, a hashtag that has 7+ million, I use that hashtag,
Oh yeah.
and that usually boosts the views.
Right.
I've used hashtags that had less, and my views stayed very low.
Use
had
funny.
with it back and forth.
Hashtag funny.
Researching. Yeah.
Hashtag funny. I mean, they got millions and millions. And I went over there and looked in the hashtag on the shorts of funny. And I'm talking about every one of them, just about are in the millions of all the funny videos are in the millions. So
Yeah.
I always hashtag funny, just funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I
What
hashtag
if it ain't
YouTube
funny?
shorts and I hashtag short video.
It
Huh?
don't have to be funny.
It don't matter. It don't have to be. You can title it to where it be funny. And like I said, you can go back and change titles anytime you want. They suggest that. Or you can, I always try to figure a title
I
out
do
to
that
where
all
it's
the time.
asking a question or it's like, you know what I mean? I want that person to click on that and I want them to sit, I want them to think about, you know what I mean? Or I'll put a little saying up in the video, you know, like I'll type text, you know, and in the video and say what describe it or something funny, you know, like
Like
But-
like I said earlier, John, I don't know if you heard it before you came in, but like every single video Retired Writer comes out with, it's a thumbs up. Every single short and clip from Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole, I thumbs up and try to leave a comment. And I try to push it and I share it and I try
I
to
appreciate you, man.
show everything that what you guys do. And you know, because
Appreciate
I
you.
feel like if we don't, I don't know, man. I just got this weird feeling that if I don't help out in a way to kind of return the favor, even though nothing was a favor, you know, with you guys helping us out, I feel like, you know, I did it. I tried, you know, so
I appreciate that.
dude,
And that-
you don't know nothing, man. We're just that kind of
Yeah,
people.
you don't know us nothing, man. We just, yeah.
I know,
I wouldn't care to help anybody,
I know,
man.
but I feel like I do because you guys really in the end,
Y'all
Sick.
actually got us
What's up, sick bastard?
what,
It's happening
40,
sick.
40 subscribers, I think, or something like that. I mean,
More than that.
from the time y'all hit
Well, shoot, sick
or
bastard.
helped us,
And everyone else, you know, from his show and
right?
everybody from Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole, people that we picked up on our own. We went from 25 subscribers, and now we're
That's what it
almost at
was.
100,
So
and
yeah, more than
like
40.
overnight.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
what it felt like, you know. And I appreciate everything from everybody. You guys don't understand. You guys don't even have a clue.
Oh, I do. I said it like 8 or 10 subscribers for the first almost year I started YouTube because I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? Seriously. Like I never gained over 20 subscribers the whole first year. I didn't know anything about it. You know what I mean? I was just uploading videos. I never had edited in my life. I never, I mean, I watched videos and YouTube for a long time, but I'd never done any of that. But it took about a year for me to start figuring things out and getting into it. And then, you know, and I started the live streams and I started, you know, just coming on and talking by myself, you know, and then I started
Until
meeting
about
people
3
and
years
different people.
ago.
And it just progressed, you know, and as time went, it just, you know, kept gaining and gaining. But yeah, I mean, dude, I never care to, you know, if somebody asks something, I never care to suggest something or say, hey, this is what I use. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
try
what I
this or
did.
try that. I try
Yeah.
so many different things. I mean, if I got a video up that's not doing well, I might change the title. Hey, and this happens too. This helps too. Some people, especially if it's a short, people think, well, this doesn't help. But I'm telling you, I know it does. If you take it from just lowercase to capital letters in your title, that can boost it right there.
Mhm.
Just take it up. So there's so many little things, so many little tricks you can do that can change things very rapidly.
You know why that does that? Because when most people do a live stream on their phone, they say, hey, type in capital letters because I can't see it. So 60% of people watch shorts and everything on their phone. It's a proven
Right.
fact. 60%.
Right.
So if you capitalize it and when they're swiping through the shorts, they can see
They
that
see it.
title.
Yeah.
Yes, they'll see that title and it grabs their attention. There's little tricks and
Exactly.
stuff that you learn along the way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which thanks for that tip because I want to start doing that.
Dude, I put my videos under Joe Rogan. I category my videos under, you know, people I follow on podcasts. I mean, Megan Kelly. I swear, when you tag people, like not the hashtag, but the A button, the at,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you do that and you put somebody like Joe Rogan, it categories your video underneath their channel on, I'm telling you. And when people scan over there and looking them
You
up,
freaking thief, you.
damn
Yeah.
right, I ain't a thief.
Hey,
I'm just
if it
sliding in the
works,
spot.
man, hey, I'm gonna
It
slide.
works,
The
man.
name?
I
It
think
works.
every single one from this point forward is gonna be at Joe Rogan.
Dude, I put everybody.
Everything. That's Joe Rogan. Let's do it.
Yep.
I put Theo Vaughn. I
Hey,
put Theo
And
Vaughn,
maybe
Megan
we'll
Kelly,
get caught
Trump.
upon sometime.
I
Yeah.
categoried my shit everywhere, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
The
Now, I have
description
heard
now,
that.
they'll tell you need the SOA or SOS or whatever the description. If you learn that, you can reach a lot of other people. Explain what's in the video.
You got to be
And-
careful though with
Yes.
hashtags. You can put way too many up.
Yeah,
You don't want to confuse the algorithm. You
Your
don't wanna-
audience.
don't put too many-
Algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to put too many hashtags up because then
All right.
it's going to be like, where do I push this? Or where am I
but if
going?
you do it in the description, it's easier to put more there instead of the title.
That's true. That's
You
true.
put them, you're allowed 5,000 words. But now listen, if you ever get monetized, it'll tell you YouTube Studios, and they'll send you a thing saying, listen, if you talk about anything that's not your video, they will not monetize that video. They're real strict on that description. But all you got to do is talk about what, type in what you talk about, every topic, you know what I mean? And they've
Right.
got people that show you how they do it and what you can, like it'll give you suggestions, to watch a video, and they'll go through and show you how they do their description. And it's a lot because most people fill it up. They use all 5,000 words, and I'm like, man, there ain't no
You want
way.
me to give you the secret to it all? Let me give you the secret to it all. Content. You have to put up content. I put up anywhere from 3 to 4
Regularly.
shorts a day, every day, 7 days a week. Okay, sometimes just 3, and then I put up maybe one. I put up a long video on Tuesday, and then on Thursday I put a throwback Thursday video up. If it's the more content you put up, the more you're going to be pushed out, the more people are going to see you, and the more subscribers you're going to gain. In the last month, I've gained 100 subscribers on Retired Rider. So you have to have content. Content's got to go out.
which
That might be what's
something
lacking.
which is something
that
I'm
might-
not doing lately.
Yeah, and that
Well-
might be my fault with the rabbit hole too. I haven't been really pushing out a lot of content other than our live streams, so that might be my fault as far as Unchained.
Well, and we're using a stream, and we're using a middle
Yeah.
party. And plus,
Yeah.
like even with the shorts, like if you can't do a short with you in it or all that, if you go and find something on the topic you talked about, and screenshot it, record it, whatever, and then put it in a short, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Everybody shares other people's stuff all the time. It doesn't matter. I don't care who
Right.
you are. People can say what they want. I don't care. If I share somebody's content, that's fine. That's getting their name out just as well.
Right.
I've had many people, they know exactly the ones I share about the view. They know who Damien is. They know, he knows because just like he's monetized. So he knows that I've used his videos and he's never said nothing, because he has monetized. So I'm not getting anything off of him. I'm trying to make a statement and helping my channel, but also I want people to see what it's like when you put a common sense person in the middle of those hags. You know what I mean? Like what that they say and what real common sense and reality is. So,
Right.
And it's comedy. It's funny too. But also, like I said, like John, he's dropped a few shorts in his, Retired Rider. That's motorcycles, a narrator talking about the motorcycle or whatever, And so if you don't have just, a short of you on screen talking, that doesn't matter. You can drop something else,
Right.
relates to your topic or your channel, or not your channel, whatever you want to put. I say you do you and to hell with everybody else.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
do what you want to do.
John told me, man.
I'm serious. If you want to put ghosts and goblins, or if you want to put drag cars, you make your channel. I would, and me, I made the mistake because I tried to stay in one lane. I tried to stay in one category of nothing but motorcycles, and I could have done it if I'd have had money to travel, money to have a brand new motorcycle, money to buy upgraded parts every week to upgrade my bike and keep it going. I don't have that. You know what I mean? And I'm not on the road. And people that do real motor vlogs, like usually, and I'm not talking about John because I'll ride and talk too, but I can talk about any topic and any subject, and that's the good thing about that because you're still on the motorcycle. But the people that say, "Oh, that's a big motor vlog channel over there," and this and that, well, that's because they're taking these big trips and they're making their life look like it's this big grandeur of, and they're taking these big highways where they're famous. You know what I mean? These big $1 million highways and all this stuff. So don't feel like you need to just stick your channel in one category unless you got enough content and you think you can do that, that's fine. But for me, like I said, I was limiting my channel and myself and not really talking about what I care about and what I do and other things because I was sticking to the motorcycle, content. But man, I don't have enough motorcycle content. You know what I mean?
Right. Let me ask you guys this. Speaking about motorcycles, John, in your opinion, what would be the best motorcycle for a beginner?
The best motorcycle for a beginner?
Yeah, in your opinion.
Is if you want to go Harley Davidson, would be a Sportster. Or if you want to go something outside of Harley Davidson, and this is my opinion, Ray's going to always be opposite of me. But anyway, that's what makes us great together. But anyway, and the other one, if you're going to go a metric bike, would be like a 900 Vulcan, something like that. That would be a good choice.
It's not a bad pick.
So, all right.
I would say don't. I would say don't go with the. I'd say don't go with the Sportster. I'd say go with what you're comfortable with. Test ride 2 or 3, because the Sportster you'll outgrow it within 2 months or so. I know, but I'm saying you'll want more power. Go with a Softail or a Heritage or something like that. You don't unless you feel like you want to go straight up to a Road Glide. I've seen women.
Rebels.
Dude, they'll go take the course and go buy a Road Glide or a Street Glide, and they jump on those big bikes and they ride them.
Hey,
but now
wait a minute. Let me say this: the Rebel 300 or the Rebel 500 is a good choice too. Those are good choices.
It is
on the Rebels. Those are good choices. Lolly just brought that up, and those are good choices too. Yep. But there's a lot of good choices out there. But that's where I would start.
Gold Wing, anything. I mean,
now
you don't want a Gold Wing when you're starting out. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
I've seen those things. Those things are some big hogs.
He's just trying to do anything opposite.
My first bike was
I would need something like a trike.
Why?
A trike?
Because
I
have a bad knee.
Yeah, but
that would be.
But you would need to win the Lotto Moken, because for what I've understood from the whole years, all the years combined, the number one key thing that I've always heard about trikes is they cost a lot of money for repairs and to get fixed, and it's a long waiting list to get it in the garage to get repaired.
Shit, it's about $60K for a new one, ain't it, John?
Yeah, the last time I tried to buy one, which I could have bought it, but I walked away from the deal, it was about out the door. It's like $55,000.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a new one though.
One with the sidecar.
Oh, you can find you can find an older one for.
The
used ones are going for 40 to 45. So,
the last few years, but yeah, if you really wanted to start out on trust me, the way I see it, I wouldn't start out on a brand new $30,000 bike, because if you lay it over or turn it, I would go buy me a bike that's about 15 years old or so, and then get used to it.
That's what I just said. Go buy a 900 Vulcan or a 750 Honda Shadow or something like that. Something that's not brand new. You don't want to start out on something brand new.
No, I started on dirt bikes when I was young, but my first actual motorcycle street bike was a 95 Kawasaki Ninja. And it was a 750, and it was awesome. I loved it, but I thought, no, I'm going to get killed. Within 2 years, I had it sold.
You started out on what, Ray?
A 95 Kawasaki Ninja.
That's
I've
what I
been-
started out on.
Mine was the
First
green and
thing I
white
got-
one, the 95. It was heavy too.
Mine was red and white. Mine was
Huh.
red and white. Mine was red and white, and that was my first street bike.
But I mean, yeah, that was my first street bike. I've been riding dirt
Yeah.
bikes forever, but then
Yeah,
my
I
first
was
Harley,
7 years
it
old.
was my first Harley was actually a Sportster.
See,
I
what
can
I-
ride a couple bikes.
here's what I want to do is, first off, I need to get out of the predicament I am, which here in a couple weeks, I become manager and plan my move to Missouri. But after that, and things get settled down a little bit, and I get a little bit I get back on track with my life. And I get back on track the way it should have been, and the way it should have never fell it's just ridiculous. But health issues with the wife turn things upside down, which is fine. You know, I'm still surviving. I'm thriving. But once things get going again, I want to go take a class to learn even how to ride a bike. But my ultimate goal is
exactly what you want to do.
and
Perfect.
my ultimate goal is, though, in the end, when it's all said and done, and maybe you guys call me stupid for this, whatever, you know, I'm fine with that. I'll accept the stupidity. But I want there's a bike out there that I want, and it's because of a movie. But Jeff Bridges rode on this bike, 85 Ducati.
I don't think you're going to find an 85 Ducati unless you pay like $1 million.
There's some out there that is in crates that need to be put back together, but that cost a lot of money. And there's some that are still on the road that cost a ton of money if you want it.
Big
Dude,
money.
but
Big
honest
money.
suggestion, take the course and then go to Harley, ride 2 or 3 different style bikes, and then go to Honda or Yamaha or go to Polaris, ride a couple of different bikes. Find out what you're more comfortable with and you're in your affordable range. And then that's how I would select it. You know, truthfully,
Well,
I would ride more.
Another big piece of advice is make sure you can plant your feet both flatly on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing big and nothing fast. I just want something that's going to cruise, you know. So if I wanted to go
Just
on
wanna
a
cruise.
highway
Yeah.
and take a 200-mile road trip, I could get on and cruise.
Do you
and-
want something that's at least 1,100 if it's a Yamaha or something, right? I mean, 1,800
Yeah.
or something.
1,100.
I mean, if you're going to get on the interstate, you want something that's going to get up and go and be comfortable. You don't want to get on there with like a little CB 250 or nothing. You know?
No.
And you know, you're sitting there looking like Dumb and Dumber on that
My
moped.
advice is stop.
You and Moken going down the road.
No,
My advice
No.
is
no, Moken ain't
Start
getting on
off
no
on-
bike with him.
start off on something small
Oh.
of 500 or 750 and then progress up from there. And then you can get the bike you really want and the one that's going to take you down a 200, 300 mile ride. That's
Right.
what you want to do. That's just my advice. You could do it any way you want to do it, but that's what I would do.
Because personally, what I'm going to do is I want to do is I just want to get comfortable, and it could take a year just driving around town.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get in
around.
the church parking lot and practice.
You know, just after I pass my classes, get my first bike. I want to just cruise around town, get the feel for just even being on a bike, you know, for a little bit, and then,
True, Fogzilla. That's
Yeah.
and then step it up from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's what I would do. That sounds like you're right on the track, man. You got it planned out. You got it figured out. You're good to go.
you know
But
that's
I guarantee you I could take that course and still learn something because I've never took it.
Oh hell
I
yeah!
mean, I've got my license, but dude, I started out, they put me on a dirt bike and it was an old Honda 186 or 87. It was a 4-stroke, old Honda 100. And they put me on it in a field and said, here's this, brake, this. It took me a few times to keep it up. I, laid it over many times. I wasn't but 11 or 12. But I took off on it, man, and I wasn't scared of it, though. I took off on it, and next thing you know, I'm on dirt bikes and just freaking blasting, on tracks and motocross tracks and having fun and riding every weekend.
Crashing.
Yeah.
That's why he
and
is the way he is.
see my problem.
Probably.
That's my problem. The shifting kind of confuses me.
Quit, young
And
lady.
a friend of mine was like, "Hey man, jump on my bike real fast, right?" And he just bought it from a pawn shop, just like literally minutes before. And I got the damn the shifter, foot shifter stuck somewhere between 2 and 1 in neutral, and it was jammed up for a second. He had a rocket to pop it back into place. I was like, dude, I'm not getting on that freaking thing no more. I can't. I could drive a stick shift car. I can't drive a stick shift bike.
It's the same thing. You're just doing
Yeah.
opposite. You're just opposite. You're using your hand for the clutch and you're using your foot for the shift. It really, it's not that hard. It's not.
No, everybody thinks it's so difficult, but
They
truthfully,
get it in their head. They get it in their head that how it's so difficult. Don't get that in your head because it's really not.
Man, she may get to ride again. Rock.
Good deal.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Farmzilla saying,
Out there, get the wind in your hair. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys' opinion was on the best, beginner bike. What your guys' opinions were on that stuff, because I am really thinking about it. I'm not.
I was
not a
young.
pinhead.
I was loose on it. I probably shouldn't have had a 95 Kawasaki, for first bike, street bike. But, like I said, it didn't kill me. Within 2 years, I got rid of it, though, because it was
too fast.
It was going to,
Yeah, it was too fast. Well, what I didn't like
A lot of people say that.
Well, it's everywhere you go, you want to go fast. That's the problem.
Right. And that's what this Fat Bob does with me with the stage 4 upgrade. I get on that thing and it's like, go fast, go fast, go fast. Yeah. Because it goes fast. You know what I mean? So you want to go fast. So I have to kind of keep myself calm. Thank God I ain't, like 25 years old back when I was 25 years old, because I would be going fast. But
what is your guys' biggest worries when you guys are out there traveling? Kamikaze riders on other motorcycles that just fly.
I think there's a place everywhere shit, then you get off the road.
Or is it?
If you're going to do a wheelie going down the main highway, go do that shit somewhere else.
You know what? You know what, Dave? I don't fear any other rider.
No.
What they're doing. That doesn't bother me. I've had riders blow by me doing 100 mile, 125 mile an hour, and it doesn't bother me at all. Go on, do your thing.
Yep.
What bothers me is the cagers. That's what bothers me.
Yeah. The other cars.
But my biggest fear on the road, especially if I'm on the back roads, country roads, my biggest fear is deer. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
You don't know when a deer is going to pop out and just slam right into you, or you're going to slam into it. And other than that, I really don't think about much, but the deer stay in my head. I think about the deer.
All right. Yeah, we know a guy lives in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
He was on his bike and he was at a stoplight on his way home, and a drunk driver came up and rear-ended him, and he woke up in the hospital. He doesn't remember anything except for sitting at the stoplight.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm telling you, people in cars are the most dangerous, in my opinion. They want to get in there and get on their phone, or they want to, not including the drinking driving, but they want to, mess with the radio. They want to start messing with somebody else in the car, whatever, and it seems like to me, they're always coming over the line. It's like, what are you doing, man? It's like, stay in your lane, because, dude,
well,
I want to go home to my kids too.
Right. Are they?
I had a brother that had a motorcycle, and I don't remember which one it was, what kind it was, or nothing. I think it was a Yamaha. I could be wrong, but him and my niece were driving down the road, and the bike slid from underneath them because of people throwing their grass clippings out into the road.
Yeah,
that's a $500 for Tennessee.
That is like ice motorcycle riders.
Yep.
Yeah.
He broke his arm, but she was okay.
Yeah, people don't care, man.
That's illegal here in Ohio. They made that illegal here in Ohio to throw your grass clippings out in the road, but people still do it. Yep. They don't care.
Yeah,
they said it was a $500 fine here, but I ain't seen them give anybody a fine, and I've seen tons of grass on the road. So,
Yeah, it's
crazy.
same thing here in Illinois. That's why every time I mow my yard, I got a leaf blower. I blow that clippings.
I do too. I
Yeah.
blow mine out
If
in
they
the
get off
wood.
the sidewalk and don't get out in the street, screw that. I ain't risking it, right? Because so I'm not going to be the one responsible because I do got a couple guys that live down the street from me that ride on motorcycles, and
Right.
they come up and down this street all the time. And I'm out there one day and I'm leaf blowing the grass clippings back into my yard, and one guy stopped and said, "Hey man, we appreciate you. Thanks for doing that." And I was like, "Hey man,
Yeah,
not a
definitely.
problem, bud." You know.
Definitely.
So that's just
Well, the way I learned, I do. I mow towards to throw it inside the yard, and then
yeah,
I'll mow in a square, but I'll throw all the grass. I'll cut it and have it
Right
where
in
it
the
comes
center.
out on the inside, in
Yeah.
the center,
Yeah.
and I just keep going and going until I cut it up where it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I
And
have
usually that's what it is. You see, I chop it up so fine there ain't nothing really
I
there. So.
I have
Or it could be the kids doing it whenever they're mowing people's grass or whatever, not knowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
too.
Not thinking about it. And I
Yeah.
think, to be honest with you, I think most people don't think about it. They think, well, a car is going to come by and just blow it,
I'll
just
turn the
the
camera.
car will just blow the grass away. But you don't know when a motorcycle can come down the street at any time. You know what I mean? They don't.
Right.
It's just not something that computes in their head. They don't think.
Is
about
Right.
the food ever getting
Right. And that's another thing is lack of parents teaching. I always see these bumper stickers, and I do have one myself that says "Watch out for motorcycles." I do not believe that those are sponsored enough. I think there need to be billboard signs out there.
Oh yeah.
That say
Is Lolly wanting to get on?
so.
What's she talking about? That's a link to the first intro video.
I think she was talking about teaching videos or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
blockhead.
people's got to watch out for motorcycles, man, and not
Yeah.
only just because. And I don't say that to watch out for what I call the kamikaze riders. They're the guys that have no respect for other riders. And
Hey, I'm still here. Okay.
yeah, I got you. But I'm talking about for the normal everyday riders like John and Ray and Lolly and Frog, everybody, Sick Bastard, everybody that rides bikes, the everyday riders who just mind their own damn business. They follow the law. They do exactly what is proper for being a motorcyclist. The kamikaze ones really do rub a bad name. And I've been saying this for a while because I've seen a few videos. These guys are pissing off the wrong people. You're pissing off the Hells Angels, the Mongols, SOS.
Yeah.
You're pissing these guys off because even they are motorcycle clubs, some of the biggest ones, in America. You guys are barking up a bad tree there, man. I mean, Hell's Angels, that name, but they do a lot of good charity work. Same
Right.
goes for all the other motorcycle clubs. But you guys got to understand one thing, man. When you roll up on a club, especially like the Hell's Angels, you do not want to break their pack because they will surround you and rock you hard, make you wish and pray that you can see God. Okay, so be careful with that. Stop being out there being idiots. If you're going to do tricks on your bike, go to an empty parking lot where you're not in any trouble. If you're trying to teach somebody to ride a bike, your
Won't
girlfriend,
they get you in trouble too?
well, no, if it ain't private property, if it's like an empty abandoned parking lot, you could go in there and teach somebody to ride a bike. Cops will not bother you. They may come in there and ask you, "What are you doing here?" And you can be like, "Hey, I'm teaching my girlfriend how to ride my bike." A lot safer here than being out there on the road. He's going to be like, "Have a good time." You know what I'm saying? 90%, 99% of the time, they're going to leave you alone. So just know that, but be careful out there because you guys are barking up the wrong tree when it comes to that. So
Dave, that link that he put in,
yeah,
is what he's talking about right there
For
for you.
okay.
Me and Jamin have run with them.
Really
Oh,
good
boy.
about how explaining how to start off.
Right. Which I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Frog. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, so
I'm doing it.
now here, let's get into this. Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
passed.
Big loss.
Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away. The artist for Pokemon passed away. The original lead singer to Iron Maiden passed away 3 days ago.
I didn't even hear that.
Yep.
Really?
The original lead
Huh.
singer to Iron Maiden passed away 3 days ago. But with all this going on, with all these people passing away, you know who's still here? Willie Nelson,
I know, ain't that crazy?
Keith Richards. Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. Them two are like cockroaches of humans, man. They're not going to die. I'm just saying, Willie Nelson's a great dude, man. I think it's all that cabbage he be smoking. And
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta
Richard,
be.
it's all that he's living off of whiskey. His blood veins are full of whiskey, you know. So
Oh,
those guys are still around, man. You know, and that kills me how Malcolm Jamal Warner was an accident, a drowning.
Yeah.
Well, so they
Ozzy,
say.
we all know. We all
so
know.
they say,
old. If you watched his retirement concert, you could tell in his voice he was
Yeah.
done,
Bad.
you know, singing.
Yeah, he was done.
Hulk Hogan was just spur of the moment, cardiac arrest. It's crazy. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, the thing with Hulk Hogan was the day before he was.
Oh, you there? Okay.
He was out. He was out doing stuff. Next day he's dead. That's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
he was out
Yeah.
promoting.
They said that his family was already there. They said he was in bad shape. And they said that if you had seen pictures of him, like he didn't look like he did back in when he was on Fox News a couple months back. They're saying that he was sick and he was surrounded by a family, like the kids were there and all that. But I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I know
no.
he fell out with the kids, but his daughter, they hadn't really talked a lot, but she still was like saying, he was still the most, inspiration person. But she still, loved him, and if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have, be where she was at. So,
Right.
but
Exactly.
I don't know. Who knows the truth? You know what I mean? I don't know. Did he have a massive heart attack, or was he? Because they
All I
said he
know
was
is cardiac
sick.
arrest. There
Yeah.
was something to do with an infection that had
When
got
he had those surgeries.
bloodstream or something. So, and what's crazy is he was just out the few days prior to all that happening, sponsoring the new beer brand, the American beer brand.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was, I believe that it wasn't like he was sick and in the hospital for days.
Right.
I just know that.
No, I don't think he was even in the hospital. I think he was at home
Yeah, I think he was
He
at
was, he
home
was at
too.
home. Yeah, he
So
was.
because they did go to his place that morning and pick him up and take him to the hospital. And
it's crazy, but
that's where he, had, I guess, passed away on the way or there at the house. Or
They couldn't revive him. Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to revive him. They couldn't revive him.
yeah,
I
all
mean,
the
the man
bodies-
had over 26 surgeries, to his.
I believe to the fullest that no matter what, they lived a good long life. Ozzy, especially in his life, he rode hard from the
Did you
time.
watch any of that funeral procession where they carried his
Lolly.
casket?
No.
See it.
All right,
Oh,
Lolly.
man.
See you later.
I watched a little bit of it. They took him through his hometown and all that, and that see-through casket and the flowers that was on the inside next to his
Yep.
casket. It said Ozzy. Oh, it was huge, dude, and it was nice, man. It was cool. Everybody showed up to line the streets up and everything. I
Wow,
mean,
that's
Yeah, he got a good tribute.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I
Well,
figured Hogan would have, I figured they would show something about Hogan's, funeral and stuff. So,
right.
but I ain't seen nothing about it.
Ain't
I ain't-
no, I
No,
haven't
because
seen nothing
the
about it yet.
Russians hating on him.
Well,
I ain't-
they call them racist, and they're probably who cares? I'm not getting into all that. Smoking. Stop bringing that up. Anywho, with that being said, John, Ray, thank you guys for showing up. It's freaking
Oh, you
awesome.
getting off here?
Yep,
Okay,
we're
I
about
can wait 4 more hours, son. What are you
no,
doing?
we're an hour and a half in, and
Go 3
we're-
more. That's
Just let me
awesome.
know. Let me say to you, Dave and Malcolm, I appreciate you guys supporting Unchained Down the
Yeah.
Rabbit Hole, and I appreciate what you did. And I can't thank you enough for doing that. I really appreciate that. I am going to use that part of that song you sent to put it either in the intro or the outro. So be looking for that.
all right. That's awesome to hear. Ray, I did send you that email with the pics and the song, so check it out. So you did get an email from me. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Dave. That's Smoking. It's John and Ray. Thank you guys for showing up. As always, you guys are more than welcome at any time. And remember, every Monday night, guys, 8 p.m. Eastern, open mic night here on Gen X Unchained. Come check us out, and more content to come soon. So if you guys like what you see and what you hear, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Y'all can stick around.
Yeah.
The night like a broken glow. Neon dreams, shattered screens where the signal go. We're out here, shadows screaming in the afterglow. Do you feel it in your bones? A pulse of fire in the unknown. Welcome to the Gen X Unchained show, where the wires spark, where the wild winds blow. No rules, no change, just the overflow.